Okay, so my YouTube video today is based on how to do a overlay or a double exposure, made famous back in the darkroom when they used to overlay two negatives together. I'm going to show you how to do that in Photoshop. Okay, so I have my high key portrait here of a man. I am going to overlay the portrait with some graffiti that I took when I went to East London. So drag that into Photoshop, just there, excellent. Okay, so now I've got two images open, I need to place that image onto that one. So you need to make sure you're on the move tool here, and then you're simply going to drag that image over there. Now at the moment they're both different sizes, so I'll need to resize. So if I make sure I show transform tools here, or you can press Command and T, I'm going to make sure Shift's on so I don't skew my image, and I'm going to reduce the size. Once I'm happy with it, just there, make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to place by pressing Enter. Okay, now obviously I can't see my previous image, so I need to make that happen. So if you look over here, which is the Layers tools, you can see that I've got my portrait underneath, and then I've got my graffiti on top. So they're both on top of each other at the moment. I can do some simple overlay by just changing the opacity, and then that will start to reveal my portrait back through. However, it doesn't look very bold at the moment. What else I can use is the layer properties, which are these. So doing something simple like overlay will actually blend the two layers together, which gives it quite a nice effect. Every single one of these does different things, like pin light will work differently to something like lighten or darken, which will then start to bring the portrait through. I'm going to stick to overlay today. Now, I really like this effect here, however, I don't really want all of this background detail coming through. So to do that, I'm going to make the top layer, this layer, not visible, so I can take that away, so now I can just see my portrait. I'm going to make sure I'm on that background layer, use my magic wand tool, and this is just selecting the area around the head. If I click back onto my front layer, I can then press backspace and delete that area around there. Which if I remove this away, you can see all I've got showing is that front layer there. Okay, excellent. If I press Command and D or Control and D, it will deselect that. If you want to at this stage, you could use the Command and M tool to get the curves up, and you could start to increase the contrast in your layers. It's up to you, but that's my finished product there. Thank you.